Let's get to the Eagles. 1 week. Let me say this. And the irony here is this is what people got frustrated with the Phillies about. But I'll say it. I'll be happy if they just keep their own. I mean, my mindset with the Eagles was so many good players set to either be free agents or to be a free agent in a year or two that they can re-sign now. And I'm talking like that group that they can re-sign now. No one else can get them now. But that they can re-sign now, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith. These are guys eligible for contracts. Not to mention they're free agents that are eligible for anyone to grab in 7 days. Nakobe Dean, Goddard, Jalen Phillips, Blankenship. I mean, this is one of those ones where I don't even think much about the external free agents. I'm just hoping Howie can keep his own, keep this defense intact, strong. And obviously, like, that's a lot of what people criticize the Phils on. But if they can just corral their own, that makes me pretty happy. I'm curious where you stand on the Eagles a week to free agency at 215-592-9494. I mean, John, the way I size it up, there's 4 different categories. There's AJ. There's the Eagles' own free agents. There's the Eagles' not yet free agents, but you hope to sign. And then there's external free agents. And, John, we never talk about external free agents because I think a lot of us are like, I just hope they can keep their own dudes. Talk to me. What do you think in a week to free agency?
There's a lot of spending that needs to take place right within the confines of the NovaCare facility. Wait, it's called something different.
What is it
now.
called?
Jefferson Health.
Jefferson, that's right. Jefferson Health facility.
Yeah.
I think we've talked a lot about the fact that I really want Nakobe back. I think Reed Blankenship will be back because I think he's
Cheaper?
another one who's worth more as an Eagle than he is as in any other uniform, and I think that both sides are aware of this.
He's also going to get a third of the price of Jalen Phillips, right? Maybe a quarter?
Well, what I've most recently seen for Jalen Phillips is, a Spot Track's estimate is that he could get a 3-year deal that would give him maybe 17, 18 million a year. I've heard the 20 million thrown around out there. It's an awful lot of money when you compare it to a Nakobe Dean estimate for $7.3 million a year, a guy who truly is a leader of that group, along with Reed Blankenship.
And a great player.
A guy who could wear the green dot, call the huddle, has done this. He and Reed both have done this. They're like the quarterbacks of the defense, and I would bring them both back. I expect the Eagles to bring them both back. I think it's doable. But the Jalen Phillips thing, I've heard so much lately. Hey, bring Jalen Phillips back. It's just not. It's not doable. In terms of what we're talking about here, Jalen Carter is going to be paid more than anyone else who's not a quarterback.
I think it's $150 million, like minimum,
and then some.
Right?
It's going to be astronomical, and I'm not sure if they do it yet. They might dangle something.
They should do it. They should do it right now, next week. They really should.
Well, you got to figure it's part of the plans, and that works against Jalen Phillips. Remember, Jalen Phillips retired from football after 2 seasons at UCLA. Now, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm holding that against him.
Yeah, you are.
But I kind of am.
I know you are.
Holding that against him.
I know the way your brain works.
He had a series of concussions. He had some burners and stuff like that from, what I could read. And he was no longer playing, left, but ended up playing 11 games with his teammates at UCLA, said he wasn't playing football anymore, and then left. But voila, showed up and was playing football in Miami, played well enough to get drafted.
Right.
And so that part worries me. The injury and the leaving teammates part, and the part that he could cost up to $20 million a year.
He is really good, though, man.
Okay, but he gave us 2 sacks last year.
Yeah, but
he gave us lots of pressures.
Yeah.
He's a cookie-cutter edge rusher. I love the length that he gives you, but I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think he's worth it in regard to what we need to spend on all of our homegrown guys.
Well, look, here's something Jeremy Fowler said on ESPN in recent days. He said the Eagles could look in-house for free agent splashes. They will attempt to re-sign Jalen Phillips, who proved an ideal fit for the defense. They could also extend the contracts to defensive tackles Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. You know, when I read that, I thought of the Phillies because they looked in-house for their splashes. James tells me it doesn't count that the Phillies signed a 56 home run hitter.
I said it counts. It just it doesn't help them get above an F grade.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count. I'm just hoping the Eagles can hold on to their own dudes. All right, talk to us. So the Phils with obviously Andrew Painter, the Eagles with free agency. You got your own guys you're trying to get. You would like to get some of the other players. But, I mean, I don't know. And then A.J. and then the winds have changed over. Oh, my God, they're keeping A.J. I think a lot of people are doing Howie Roseman's bidding out there. That's what I noticed this weekend. A lot of people start swinging around. They might not trade him. You sure about that?